This is TWiT.
Tech Radar had this, and I thought that they raised an interesting point, something perhaps for VPN users to consider. We've often covered various aspects of intelligence sharing, which involves the so-called Five Eyes alliance. It was originally, turns out, just two eyes, established between the U.S. and the U.K. back in the 1940s. It was an agreement to share intelligence gathered by each other's national intelligence services. And you know that they're like, it's impossible for the U.S. to spy on its own citizens, but the U.K. doesn't have that obligation. Yeah. So, we'll look at yours if you'll look at ours, and then maybe we'll compare notes. That two eyes later expanded to include Australia, New Zealand, and Canada. The intelligence sharing agreement was originally military in nature, designed to give participating nations an advantage in the Cold War. But as we've often noted, today it also encompasses information relating to internet activity and probably other interesting things. And according to some of Edward Snowden's famous leaked documents, the group later grew to include Denmark, Norway, France, Italy, Belgium, Germany, Spain, Sweden, and the Netherlands, creating what is now the 14 Eyes Pact. Whoa.
I didn't realize it had gotten so big.
Yeah. And it's now also known as SIGINT Seniors Europe. So they decided that 14 Eyes sounds a little dumb. Let's give it a more fancy-sounding name. So now, although somewhat less formal and official, the members of the 14 Eyes Syndicate participate in similar intelligence collaboration activities, which falls outside the legal jurisdiction of any single nation state. This may be significant for our listeners because it means that a VPN endpoint, which is being used to deliberately relocate to another country, may be conferring less privacy its user intended. In their discussion of this issue relating to VPNs, Tech Radar noted that the potential privacy issues are amplified by the widespread use of free VPNs, which are more likely to keep activity logs than their paid counterparts, despite claims surrounding zero log or logless policies. They noted that we know that the information collected and logged could include websites visited, collection timestamps, bandwidth usage, server location, and even the client's original IP address, all of which is shareable among members of this intelligence pact. In their coverage of this, Tech Radar suggested that to avoid the potential privacy issues connected to the growing number of eyes, users are advised to opt for a paid VPN with an audited no logging policy based, if possible, also in a country that does not fall under the growing number of eyes alliance. They noted that two popular services, one which immediately raised my antenna, ExpressVPN and NordVPN, are headquartered in the British Virgin Islands and Panama, respectively, and so avoid any association with the problematic and privacy-compromising alliance. And as our listeners know, ExpressVPN, conveniently, is a long-running sponsor of TWiT and has our recommendation. So anyway, I just ran across that, and I thought, that would be something that our listeners would probably want to keep in mind.